border weight update for you, Brett. Hey, look, I started my New Year's Eve celebration early. I've got a border weight update for you. It's brought to you by Yuma Park Model Sales, where they buy and sell used RVs. They also set up and service all models in both Yuma and the Imperial Valley. Downtown Calexico, it's a 30-minute wait, no waiting Sentry, no waiting pedestrian. Right now, they're telling me at the Eastport, no waiting at any of the gates. Now's your chance. This border weight update brought to you by Yuma Park Model Sales, 11725 South Frontage Road in Yuma. Visit them on Facebook or call 928-366-1079. Yuma Park Model Sales, servicing the Imperial and Yuma Valleys. And an update on the weather. Well, heavy mist, kind of like even fog, at least on the south side of El Centro. So drive with care. If you have your headlights on, make sure you turn them off. Yeah, okay. Right now, let's see what's happening in the NFL.
I'm Bridget Condon with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. 15 NFL greats just got one step closer to Canton as the finalists for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Class of 2022 were revealed Thursday on NFL Network. 3 first-time eligible players made the cut: kick returner extraordinaire Devin Hester, longtime Texans receiver Andre Johnson, and all-pro pass rusher DeMarcus Ware. You can find the complete list of Hall of Fame finalists at NFL.com. 2021 might not be the only thing coming to an end in the coming days. Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger acknowledged Thursday that Monday night's showdown with Cleveland could be his final home game ever in Pittsburgh. The quarterback says he never likes to speak in absolutes before adding, quote, all signs are pointing to this could be it. And several teams getting reinforcements back for their playoff pushes. Rams left tackle Andrew Whitworth, Colts All-Pro linebacker Darius Leonard, and Chargers receiver Mike Williams were all activated off the reserve COVID list Thursday. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
If you're tired of big cable bills and want to cut the cord, you can still get Newsmax TV for free. Millions of Americans like you are watching Newsmax. It's available on all major cable systems, or get it free on major streaming platforms. Watch Newsmax on smart TVs like Samsung, LG, Vizio, and more. Find Newsmax on your hub guide or use the TV app. Newsmax also streams free on Roku, Xumo, Pluto, Amazon Fire, TiVo, Apple TV, Chromecast, and more. More than 7 million people have downloaded the free Newsmax app on their smartphones. There's no paywall or subscription, so watch Newsmax anytime, anywhere. Forbes calls Newsmax a news powerhouse. And watch great shows with Mike Huckabee, Greg Kelly, Rob Schmidt, Diamond and Silk, Stinchfield, and a lot more. Find out why America is tuning in to Newsmax TV, the fastest growing cable news channel. It's a source you can trust. Newsmax is real news for real people.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California. It is a Friday, 31st day of December 2021, final day of the year, New Year's Eve. Yeah, we get to start all over again tomorrow. Oh, boy, I'm not really looking forward to it. Oh, well. Anyway, so what's going on? Well, perhaps you have noticed inflation. Yes, and as inflation continues to rise, grocery prices also will go up. Yeah, a report from the Wall Street Journal says that food prices will rise an estimated 5% in just the first half of the new year. Well, yeah, hey, grocery prices groceries are getting so pricey. Yeah, many local supermarkets now have valet parking. Hey, what happened last year? Let's take a look back.
Kxo Radio's A Look Back.
A Look Back, a year in review.
On the platform where 2 weeks earlier rioters swarmed, Joe Biden urged unity.
We must end this uncivil war.
The new president went about undoing the policies of his predecessor.
America is back.
His American Rescue Plan provided relief to families.
Shots in arms and money in pockets.
Americans received more than 400 million COVID vaccine doses. In June, after a rash of ransomware attacks, Mr. Biden sat with his Russian counterpart.
I told President Putin that we need to have some basic rules of the road.
The August pullout of U.S. troops from Afghanistan sparked chaos.
We're going to continue to keep our commitment, but I do not regret my decision.
The Biden administration grappled with crises at the border, and as inflation took hold, the public signaled its dissatisfaction.
The polls are going to go up and down and up and down.
But by the end of the year, Congress passed part of his Build Back Better agenda.
Finally, Infrastructure Week.
Stephen Portnoy, CBS News, the White House.
A year in your ear.
From Kxo Radio.
Well, there you go. Yeah, about a minute's worth of looking back. Yeah, and we're not done yet. Well, let's see. A Florida couple have collected over 1,200 miniature porcelain Santa figurines. Yeah, reportedly, they keep them locked away in a safe. Yeah, along with any hopes and dreams of leading a normal life. Well, let's see. Birthdays today. Let's start off with our big shot birthdays. We can do that. Yeah. Among our big shot birthdays, well, let's see. Actor Anthony Hopkins, 84. Actor Tim Considine, he was on My Three Sons, he's 81. Actor Sarah Miles is 80. Actor Barbara Carrera is 80. Andy Summers of The Police, 79. Actor Ben Kingsley, 78. Actor Tim Matheson, 74. Singer Burton Cummings of The Guess Who is 74. Actor Joe D'Alessandro is 73. Tom Hamilton of Aerosmith, 70. Actor James Remar is 68. Actor B.B. Newworth is 63. Val Kilmer is 62. Actor Lance Reddick, 52. Singer, actor Joe McIntyre of the New Kids on the Block. He's not a kid, he's 49. Actor Ricky Whittle is 42. Actor Eric Bergen is 36. Musician Drew Taggart. And he is with the Chainsmokers. Yeah. Okay. Those are our local, our big shot birthdays. How about our local ones? Our happy birthday wishes go out today to Norma Troll, Alma Romero, Dolores Lopez, Teresa Munger, Marisol Granados, Jessica Quesada, Irene Garcia, Maria Llanos, Jewel Lang, Maria Vega, Earl Ferguson, Emily Mulvihill, Rafael Godino, Richard Castillo, Isaac Bravo, Conchita Briones, and Jacob Aguirre. Happy birthday from KXO. And many happy returns. Just made it into the year, didn't you? Yes. Oh, well, all sorts of things not going on New Year's Eve. And I don't know if you heard us mention, but the New Year's Eve celebration at the Vibe Event Center in El Centro canceled. And a number of other events canceled. If you are planning on celebrating the new year, be smart, okay? Yeah, it's there are no beds available if you get sick, okay? And, you know, with the huge numbers of COVID patients filling beds, yeah, I mean, if you have a heart attack or a stroke or, you know, are in an accident, there's problems finding room for you. Yeah, so just kind of keep that in mind and be smart, okay? And speaking of smart, did you hear about the bank, Santander Bank in the United Kingdom? Yeah, a computer glitch. They sent out $175 million by mistake to customers on Christmas Day. Yeah. Total payment was split over 75,000 transactions. Whoops. 175 million bucks. Oh my. Sorry, send it back, okay? Yeah, please send it back. We've got news. So if you're ready, we're going to jump in with a look at World and California news headlines right now. And it is brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News Brief. Hundreds of homes and businesses were destroyed by a wildfire overnight in Boulder County, Colorado. The flames fanned by strong winds. Reporter Connor McHugh in Louisville.
People are still going through here, driving by, stopping by, hopping out of the car, trying to check and see what they can recognize and check and make sure their homes, their belongings are okay.
The snow is in the forecast for today. The U.S. has hit another very unwelcome pandemic milestone. Here's CBS News correspondent Laura Podesta.
Nearly 500,000 new infections were reported just yesterday. 15 states plus D.C. and Puerto Rico are averaging more daily cases than ever. And Florida just shattered its state record.
And if you're planning New Year's Eve celebration, some advice from Dr. Alex Garza.
The highest risk is unvaccinated in a crowded room with poor ventilation and nobody wearing a mask.
Cities around the world are scaling back celebrations. CBS News Brief, I'm Cammie McCormick.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning, local York dealer. But they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. The recent storms in the state are good news. Alex Stone reports the first snow measurement has been taken for the season.
The drought has been so bad that all the rain and snow California has been getting has not ended it yet, and it needs to keep coming. But California conducted its first snow survey of the season and found the California snowpack is at 160% of average. That is outstanding news.
Teams found 78 inches of snow at one spot in the Sierra Nevada. That's equal to about 20 inches of water on the ground. Curative Company runs COVID testing sites in the center area. Team lead Jason Cowan says he has never seen lines like this ever before.
For the last 3 or 4 days, we've done over 1,000 each day. And we've had up to 600 cars waiting in the parking lot this week.
And finally, Los Angeles County reported more than 20,000 new COVID-19 cases in just one day on Thursday. However, new data shows how effective the vaccines have been at containing the virus's most severe consequences, those of deaths and hospitalizations. Steve Clausen, California News.
World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. When you hear the weather forecast, it's going to get downright cold. Is your heater working? Well, then call Lock Air Conditioning today.
Exergen would like you to know about an important study just released by the FDA. It confirms what the medical community has known all along. Non-contact thermometers are not accurate. The study also reports that they fail to meet FDA requirements for accuracy in labeling. We can't afford to tolerate the rampant false readings from non-contact thermometers. Accurate temperature measurements are essential. You need Exergen thermometers because they are accurate and backed by over 100 clinical studies. Be sure, be accurate with Exergen. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Peloton is ringing in the new year with so much new. With a Peloton bike, you get access to new classes, new music, and artist series. Get ready for fast, fun workouts with Peloton Boxing. They've also got new artist series. There are more than 100 artist series classes to pick from. For a limited time, experience it all with a $550 value offer on the Peloton Bike Plus, including $300 off the Bike Plus and free setup and delivery. A $250 value. Terms apply.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Right now, 2 locations, soon a 3rd location. We'll tell you about that in the new year. You'll find a Quick Lane at the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue in El Centro. Quick Lane, ready to serve. Well, the California Highway Patrol getting ready to start a maximum enforcement period. But let's look back over the Christmas holiday weekend. Uneventful. Here are the stats.
The California Highway Patrol has released the statistics for last weekend. They indicate there was 2 non-injury collisions. There was 1 minor injury collision, and there was 1 DUI arrest. That was over the CHP maximum enforcement period, which covered the 3-day Christmas weekend. Highway Patrol goes into their next MEP tonight at 6:01 p.m., and it continues through 11:59 Sunday night. CHP also covered the sand dune recreation areas in Imperial County. New Year's holiday is one of the major off-road weekends in Imperial County. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, a motorcycle rider died when he drove into the path of a big rig. The accident occurred shortly after noon yesterday on State Highway 78 in Ocotillo Wells. According to reports, a 36-year-old man from Oceanside was riding an off-road motorcycle and stopped on the shoulder of the road at Highway 78, then pulled out into the roadway and into the path of a big rig. The rider, thrown from the bike, sustained major injuries. He was flown to Desert Regional Medical Center, where he succumbed to his injuries. The accident remains under investigation. KXO News Time is 7:43. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires sold at Quick Lane, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane service advisor. Now we're talking the best brands available: Michelin, Continental, Pirelli, Dunlap, Kelly, Bridgestone, and more. And we're talking the best price. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro. Well, if you haven't guessed, today, New Year's Eve, it's a long weekend, a 4-day weekend for many. County non-emergency offices closed yesterday and today. The city halls in Brawley and El Centro closed Thursday and Friday. The IID offices closed today. State and federal businesses closed today as well. The commercial establishments will vary, but most will be open for at least a few hours over the New Year's weekend. And we pointed out earlier, the California Highway Patrol going into their maximum enforcement period this evening through midnight Sunday. Well, the Blue Angels will return. George Gale has that story.
The Navy's Ace Flight Demonstration Team flies into NAF on Tuesday. Blue Angels winter training lasts for about 3 months. It's preparation for their upcoming show schedule. NAF El Centro has been the Blue Angels winter training home since 1967. They traditionally hold their air show or an air show at NAF at the end of the winter training. That tradition has been altered, however, as a result of the pandemic. There's been no information on the 2022 air show. Blue Angels will perform air shows throughout the country through November, promoting the U.S. Navy. For more information on these and other local news stories, go to the KXO website. I'm George Gale reporting for KXO Local News.
That's it for page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. And soon, a 3rd location to make it even easier to utilize Quick Lane. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Here's an idea. Take a day and visit the Peanut Patch in Yuma. The Peanut Patch. Well, it's a delightful place. You're going to find all sorts of neat things, great gift ideas, and, of course, you're going to find delicious homemade chocolates. You're going to find fresh English toffee, pecan turtles made from a special recipe from scratch at the Peanut Patch. You're going to find so many things, and you're going to find nice people who give you a smile and offer suggestions that you'll love. The Peanut Patch. Head east from Imperial Valley to Avenue 3E exit from Interstate 8. Turn right, that's south, past MCAS Yuma, till you come to East County 13th Street. Turn left and go about 1.5 miles, and you're at the Peanut Patch. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. So many delicious things. It's page 2 of the local news and weather, all brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, auto and home insurance as well. What's the best tool against COVID? Well, George Gale has that story.
It is a vaccination. Health officials say a COVID vaccination will not prevent a person from testing positive for the virus. They say, however, chances are very possible a vaccine will prevent hospitalization and even death as a result of the virus. The Imperial County Public Health Department has scheduled community vaccine clinics for the month of January. Clinics will be held at 2895 South 4th Street in El Centro. They'll be held Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Tuesday and Thursday will be Pfizer clinics for all those 5 years of age and older. Pfizer clinics will be open from 8:30 a.m. to 12 noon and from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Wednesdays will be the J&J and Moderna clinics for those 18 and older. The Wednesday clinic will be open from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. You can also go to myturn.ca.gov. Find out where vaccines are available near you. Free COVID testing is also available in Imperial County through OptumServe. For more on the tests, go to ICHD.org. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, the county is asking for help in caring for displaced families. The 8 families displaced in November with a fire in a Desert Shores trailer park. A man and his 2 children died in that fire, and 8 other families were displaced. The County Department of Social Services, through the Continuum of Care, is looking for donations of almost everything, from bed sheets to blankets to pillows, towels, dinnerware, personal hygiene items, and more. You can contact the County Department of Social Services. And, well, there were ceremonies, 2 of them. George Gale has that story.
Imperial County Sheriff's Office hosted the ceremonies recently. During the event, Kathleen Ramirez was sworn in as a corrections clerk. Following that, Deputies Aaron Curiel, Emilio Cortero Jr., and Samuel Castro were each promoted to a senior deputy. Ceremonies were led by the county sheriff, Ray Loera, and attended by family of the participants as well as county employees. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
I've got to look at the weather just ahead.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
According to the National Weather Service, another wet weather system will impact much of the region today and tonight, bringing fairly widespread rain and higher terrain snow. Lingering shower activity is expected tonight. Below normal temperatures will persist through the weekend, with areas of freezing temperatures possible Sunday morning. Much drier conditions will settle into the region starting Sunday, with a slow warming trend lasting through much of next week. 65 the high in the valley yesterday, 45 the low. A trace of precipitation recorded. Today will be mostly cloudy through mid-morning, then gradual clearing. Look for a high near 67. Light and variable wind will become west 10 to 15 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 46. West wind about 15 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Saturday, New Year's Day, sunny with a high near 61. North wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Sunday, sunny with a high near 58. North-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. 56 degrees, 88% relative humidity, the wind calm, and mist and fog reported throughout the valley. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, and Medicare supplemental coverage.
Bring in the new year the right way with Ford. America's best-selling trucks are here, and capable SUVs are rolling out. During the final days of the year-end sales event, get great offers on the perfect Ford for you. Like F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 44 years straight. And with Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. Or come home in a Ford Bronco Sport. That's how you start the year off right with Ford. We want your trade. Get 0% financing for 60 months, plus $2,500 retail bonus cash on a 2021 Ford F-150 or Ranger. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 0% APR financing for 60 months at $1,667 per month per $1,000 financed, regardless of down payment. Excludes Raptor and Tremor. Residency restrictions apply. Offers end 1/3/22. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Based on 1977 to 2020 CY total sales. Based on IHS market 1946 to current U.S. total new cumulative registrations for all vehicles identified as SUVs.
It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. College football, the games that matter. The Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic, Cincinnati and Alabama, they will tee off. Yeah, that's number 4 and number 1. And also today, number 3, Georgia, number 2, Michigan in the Capital One Orange Bowl. Yeah, the big games before the College Football National Championship on Monday, January 10th. NBA action. The 76ers beat the Nets 110-102. Bucks beat up on the Magic 136-118. Wizards whipped the Cavaliers 110-93. The Warriors and the Nuggets postponed COVID.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And in more NBA news, the Cleveland Cavaliers are nearing a trade to acquire Los Angeles Lakers guard Rajon Rondo, and an agreement is expected to be completed as soon as today. The sides are working out terms on the deal. The Cavaliers also have a trade exception that can absorb Rondo's $2.6 million salary. After one game with the Dallas Mavericks, former All-Star guard Isaiah Thomas entered the NBA's health and safety protocols yesterday. Hey, he's still going to get paid. What the heck? Yeah, we've got football. Yeah, no Thursday night football. That's over and done. But Sunday, we've got primetime football, the Vikings and the Packers, Sunday evening. And before we get to Sunday evening, Sunday morning, yeah, we've got the Indianapolis Colts hosting our Las Vegas Raiders, that game on FM 107.5. There you go. Football continues. And that's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
At Burgers and Beer, we want you to be happy, live happy, work happy. Most of all, we want you to celebrate whatever makes you happy at Burgers and Beer. Bring your friends, bring your family, and let's make time for a good time. All the drinks, all the food, and great service too. Everything you need is right here at Burgers and Beer. Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro. IKEA said its customers will pay more when they shop at its stores in 2022. Like many companies with tight profit margins, the world's biggest furniture seller is struggling to absorb higher costs. They're going to pass them along to the customer. Unfortunately, now, for the first time since higher costs have begun to affect the global economy, we have to pass parts of those increased costs onto our customers, said IKEA. Meanwhile, the year's last day of trading is shaping up to be a very quiet one on Wall Street. Yeah, stocks right now down slightly, but all things considered, 2021 was still a banner year for Wall Street. The Dow gained about 40 points early, but now off about 40 points. The S&P 500 down 2.8. And the NASDAQ off 26 points. Gold up $9.50 an ounce. Oil down 88 cents a barrel. It's the third straight year of gains for all three major indexes, which are each not far from record highs. In fact, the S&P 500 has closed at an all-time high 70 times this year. It's an incredibly resilient year for the market, with stocks continuing to rally despite an alarming uptick in cases of the Omicron variant of COVID-19 working around the globe. Optimism about the effectiveness of vaccines helped fuel investor enthusiasm, though, as did the steady hand of the Federal Reserve and other central banks.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business, and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro, and if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
It'll be mostly cloudy through mid-morning, then gradual clearing. Look for a high today near 67. Light and variable winds will become west 10 to 15 miles an hour. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. There is a slight chance of showers this morning. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 46. West wind around 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour, and patchy blowing dust before 10 p.m. New Year's Day, sunny with a high near 61, north wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Well, that slight chance of showers, it materialized, misty showers, okay, in kind of low-hanging clouds, foggy type. We've got 56 degrees downtown, 88% relative humidity. The wind is calm. Air quality throughout the Imperial Valley and Mexicali is good. Financial news brought to you by Southwest Security Services. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
Next, it is brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by the Exogen Temporal Scanner.
I'm Peter King in Orlando. There's been a mad scramble for safety in Boulder County, Colorado, where wildfires have destroyed nearly 600 homes. People like this woman have taken what they can from towns like Louisville and Superior.
2 kids, a dog, 2 cats, and my husband. Some hot dogs for the dog.
Governor Jared Polis says it wasn't just the flames.
Gusts of 100, 110 miles an hour can and have moved this fire down a football field in a matter of seconds. Very little time to get out. Very little time to even get the most important parts of your life.
Some of those winds and flames have died down. There's no word on when thousands of evacuees can go back home or back to see what's left. Today's flight cancellations are approaching the 1,300 mark, according to FlightAware.com. Now, CBS's Monica Ricks says one carrier is canceling flights days and weeks ahead of time.
JetBlue says Omicron has sidelined a bulk of its staff, forcing them to cancel flights through mid-January.
January. That's more than 1,200 flights over the next few weeks. And the airline says it's ready to cancel even more if cases keep rising. Other U.S. airlines have yet to make changes to their January schedules.
Correspondent Cammie McCormick says COVID isn't just hitting the airlines.
The FAA says a number of its employees have tested positive, and that could reduce staff at some air traffic control centers, leading to delays. And Amtrak, which says 97% of its workforce is vaccinated, is also seeing a growing number of cases, and it will reduce its schedule starting today, including along the busy Northeast corridor.
A bad mistake and unfortunate. Those words from Naples, Florida Zoo President Jack Mulvaney as a maintenance worker recovers from being bitten by a tiger Wednesday night.
I think the lesson learned is that you can't 100% prevent people from making really horrible decisions.
Mulvaney says the cleaning company was responsible for public areas but not animal habitats. Investigators have not said why the maintenance man was close enough for the tiger to grab his arm. Sheriff's deputies had to shoot and kill the tiger. The zoo has now suspended the cleaning company for now. The U.S. doesn't ring in the new year for another 13 hours or so here in the East, but in the Far East, it's already 2022. And that's what it sounded like as North Koreans celebrated in Pyongyang about an hour or so ago. Last day of the year is a full day of trading on Wall Street, with the Dow down 42, the NASDAQ down 29. This is CBS News.
If you're checking for fever, the leading sign of COVID-19, beware of dangerously inaccurate non-contact thermometers. Instead, learn about Exergen at Exergen.com.
Now an important message from Exergen. A critical new FDA study proves that the widely used non-contact thermometers are not accurate and have high probabilities for false negative readings. New COVID strands are on the rise, and non-contact manufacturers are being irresponsible when accuracy matters most. Accurate temperature measurements are essential. Don't wait. Switch to Exergen because they are accurate and backed by over 100 clinical studies. Be sure, be accurate with Exergen. Learn more at Exergen.com.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think of calling for a ride, but nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that could happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone. The results of driving drunk are tragic. That's why law enforcement is out there looking for impaired drivers to save lives. So if you think you're okay to drive after a few drinks, think again. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Well, forget video games. The rush may soon be on for a new pinball machine. Here's CBS's Jennifer Kuiper.
Before we had Pac-Man or Fortnite, we'd throw coins into... In the new year, Stern Pinball in suburban Chicago plans to introduce a pinball machine dedicated to the band Rush. Stern will unveil the machine virtually next week at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. A trailer for the pinball machine suggests Rush songs like Tom Sawyer, Spirit of the Radio, and Working Man will be used in it. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News, Chicago.
LL Cool J is a late scratch for New Year's Rockin' Eve. He was supposed to be the show's last performer before midnight, but he's tested positive for COVID, and it'll be Journey instead. Host Ryan Seacrest says Daddy Yankee, Billy Porter, and other performers are still in for the telecast. Peter King, CBS News.
No child in Imperial County should go hungry. This is Jean Oswald for the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Living in a food insecure home makes it difficult for children to perform efficiently in school and to face the challenges of being a child. I urge you to help these kids. Donate to the Food Bank's backpack program. Recipients are children who rely on school meals and risk going hungry on weekends when they're away from school. The Ivy Food Bank backpack program. Donate online at ivyfoodbank.org.
CBS News presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial County Food Bank.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Yeah, for some reason or another, you sounded a little taller on radio.
AM 1230 KXO.